Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you're new here. My name is Death by Pony and today we're hopping into Danganronpa. Last we left off, we had just discovered the bodies and we're about to get into the investigation. So without further ado, let's hop into the investigation. The shattered remains of a machine are spread all over the floor.
I see.
It appears to be the surveillance camera unit.
This, too, must be the will of causality.
Kazuchi put it in the music venue for communication purposes. Why is it destroyed like this? Perhaps criminal psychology is at play here? What do you mean?
Well?
And if they know they're not being recorded, there's no way the killer would tolerate committing a murder in front of a camera.
Fine.
So that's why they destroyed the camera. Seems plausible enough. They'd hesitate to murder somebody in front of a camera, and that's why the killer destroyed this. And what was the thing I saw? Zan's camera unit has been added to the truth book section of your handbook. Gonna investigate her. I'm gonna start with her. Yuki's body is suspended against the pillar of the side of the stage. She's wrapped against the pillar with duct tape and looks like she was forced to stand upright. Damn it, who did this? According to the Monokuma file, her cause of death was slit throat. Her neck looks like it's stopped bleeding, probably because the duct tape wrapped around it. But why is Hyoko's kimono like this? The kimono is all disheveled. Also, her sash is tied in front. Did the killer do this too? Well, when did the killer kill Hyoko? When I first discovered Ibuki's body, I didn't see Hyoko's body here. If that's the case, Hyoko was killed. It must have been during the time I was getting everyone before I came back here. But that was barely 10 minutes. Is it really possible that the killer killed Hyoko, taped her up in such a short amount of time? Even if it's possible, whoever did it would have had a narrow window of time to do so, because the killer must be someone who doesn't have an alibi during that time, right?
Hey!
Hajime, do you have a minute? No, you're in the way.
Now.
I don't wish to be in your way at all, but there's something I really need your help with. Huh?
Actually...
If we look closely, there's an unnatural shape bulging from inside Hyoko's kimono. So I was thinking she might be hiding something. Wait, hold on. Don't tell me you want to search inside Hyoko's kimono. Huh? That's exactly it. Well, it would have been a problem if she were alive, but she's dead now, you know? Don't mess with me. Are you saying there's no problem with that now that she's dead? Fine. If you don't want to do it, I'll just have to ask someone else.
Hey!
Hey, Akane.
Yo!
Yo, what's up?
Hey.
Well, there's something I want you to do for me. Looks like there's something inside Yoko's kimono, so can you feel around for that?
What?
I really don't understand, but I gotta check Yoko's kimono, right?
Thanks.
Thank you, Akane. Helping each other is such a wonderful thing.
Now then.
Let's see. Akane reached through the duct tape binding Hyoko. She stuck her hand inside the kimono.
That's weird.
Damn it, she's tied up so tight I can't reach my hand. Oh wait, hold on.
Yo!
There's something. Is this what you were looking for? Is this a key?
Perhaps...
It looks different than the key to the colleges, so it must be the key to her motel room. The key to her motel room, huh?
But...
If the key was so deep inside her kimono that it'd be hard to remove, it's very unlikely the killer tampered with the evidence.
Isn't that right?
Because if this is a trap, they would have put it more towards the front of her kimono, so we'd notice it easier. Which means we can conclude this is something Hyoko had with her all along. Motel room key has been added to truth bullet section of your handbook.
Hey.
Also, it's not like I'm adding to that or anything, but you looked like you were curious about the condition of Hyoko's body, right, Hajime? Of course, that's why I'm investigating. It's true there are several mysteries regarding her body. Well, just hear me out for a second. Out of all those mysteries, what I think is the strangest is...
See?
the way they wrapped her body with that duct tape. It's almost like they were trying to hide the wound on Hyoko's neck, don't you think? Hide the wound on her neck. I don't really know if that was their true intention, but I guess it's a big help for our investigation. The reason for the low volume of blood is because the duct tape is acting as a compress, right? If her body was left alone after her throat was slit, the surrounding area would be a sea of blood. Sea of blood, huh? 2 dead bodies floating in the sea of blood. That's enough to make anybody faint. Step ladder. stepladder is tripped over on its side. It must be the stepladder that Ibuki used in the video I saw. Ah, is that a bloodstain?
See?
Looks like there's blood around the left side of the stepladder. As I recall, Ibuki didn't have any external injuries. If that's the case, then it must be Hyoko's blood.
Yep.
That's the only thing I can think of. A bloodstain that probably belongs to Hyoko on the side of the stepladder. What does that mean? Stepladder has been added to the blood section of your handbook. There's a massive candle positioned near the front of the stage. The dull light in that video must be coming from this candle. A candle this huge might be perfect for lighting, but they don't need to bother using a candle. They could have just used the normal stage lighting. Candle has been added to the bullet section of your handbook. Bag. Ibuki had a hemp bag on her head and it was hanging from the ceiling. But why did she have the hemp bag on her head? Wait, huh? The hemp bag. Upon further inspection, there's a Monokuma decal on the fabric. Looks like this isn't just a normal bag. Rope. The rope that was tied to the baton lighting on the ceiling. Ibuki hanged herself with this rope and died. From what I can tell, it looks like a regular length of rope with no unnatural features. But despite the fact the music venue has a storage room, there shouldn't have been any rope in there. Which means it was... Was it obtained from the supermarket? Did the killer bring it from there? That means anybody could have obtained this rope, and it means it'd be difficult to use this as a clue. I wonder if that's true, huh? Oh, I noticed a little something. It's okay if I confirm it?
Hey!
Excuse me, Mikan, do you have a moment? What's happened? There's something I wanted to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right? Yes, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself. I see. So Ibuki died by hanging herself. That was obvious the moment we discovered the body. You might not have seen it, but we all saw she hanged herself. You're right, yep, I got it. So this rope won't be much of a clue, and I might as well search another place. Ah, geez, as usual, I have no idea what he's up to. Rope used for hanging has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Ibuki's body lay on top of the stage. She's wearing the hospital gown she was wearing when she was sick. What's this on Ibuki's feet? I didn't notice when she was hanging there, but it's also her feet are dirty. Is that blood? But there shouldn't be any external injuries on Ibuki. If that's the case, this blood belongs to someone else. Blood on the soles has been added to the bullet section of your handbook.
Damn right.
Hey Hajime, can I talk to you for a sec? You already discovered the body before you met up with us, right? Yeah, at first I didn't know it was Ibuki because of the hemp bag, though. But I knew right away she was dead since she was hanging from the rope.
Like,
Which means Ibuki must have died before Hyoko was tied up.
well,
That helps if there's no time of death written in the Monokuma file, so I wasn't really sure who died first. It's true their estimate time of death was written on the Monokuma file this time, but I should know when Ibuki died because I personally saw it. That video, Ibuki was climbing the stepladder on her own, so right after that. Wait, hold on. If Ibuki climbed the stepladder and died right after, does that mean she committed suicide? No, that's impossible, because even if Ibuki committed suicide, it doesn't explain Hyoko's death afterwards. Two different deaths happened at the same time. There's no way that's a coincidence. Alright, now we're gonna talk to her. With her arms crossed and thoughtful look on her face, Chiaki was silently staring at the stage floor. Did something drop on the floor there? Nothing dropped, it's just dirty. Dirty?
Hey.
See, take a close look at the floor.
See?
If you look closely, you're right, there's a smudge as if something was wiped off. Wait, this isn't something. Is this a blood stain?
Yep.
Well, a blood stain isn't strange. Hyoko's neck was slashed not far from
But
here.
still.
Rather, what's strange is, why did the killer try to hide it?
So...
If they weren't trying to hide it, they wouldn't have bothered wiping it off. The reason the killer wiped the blood stain, as long as the body is nearby, there's no way they'd be able to conceal the crime by wiping off the blood stain. So what was the killer trying to hide? It looks old. Smudge on the floor has been added to the bullet section of your handbook. Pretend. There's a black curtain hanging from the far side of the stage. This curtain is not wide enough Can't be reached from the edge of the stage or the other.
Huh?
It's not really a full-length curtain. This curtain wasn't originally here, right? It was a stage. It's strange that it doesn't fit properly. It was probably obtained from the furniture section of the supermarket. See, the back of the curtain is taped for temporary use, just like the curtain at the supermarket. So you're saying someone took the time to actually bring the curtain from the supermarket?
So...
If they went that far, this was probably something the killer really needed for this crime. But do they need it? Who knows? Well, it wouldn't be a mystery if the answer came easily. Music venue curtain has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. We look at everything here. There's a control panel on the wing of the stage. It seems you can use this control panel to raise and lower the baton lighting and ceiling. In fact, we use this to lower Bookie's hanging body. Speak of the lighting, the video of the music venue I saw. It had a dim candlelight ambience to it, and it didn't look like the lighting was used at all. But why did they use the lighting? Why didn't they use the lighting? Was there some reason that would have inconvenienced them?
So you have
I
it
see.
here.
You noticed too, fiend. Huh, noticed? You didn't notice? Aren't those eyes just a little glass balls? Take a good look at the baton lighting above your head. Have you not noticed the aberrant item? Look at the baton lighting. You mean there's something that looks like black paper stuck to the baton lighting? So you finally noticed. But I can't really see it from here. I should lower the baton lighting one more time
I can see it.
there is no need.
Go, my 4 dark devas of destruction.
Go, mirrored golden hawk, Junpei, and now is the time for you to take flight. Wahahaha! Feast your eyes upon the brave souls of my 4 dark divas of destruction. A hamster launched itself from Gunham's hand and ran up the baton lighting onto the ceiling in a flash. It started running around the stuck slip of paper in rapid circles. Then the paper fluttered down and it was deftly caught by Gunham. Did you see that? Behold the power of the ultimate evil eye wielder. Wow, that was amazing. I've never seen a hamster do tricks.
How pitiful.
They're my 4 dark divas of destruction. Hamsters are merely their temporary form. So what's with that paper?
Fine.
It seems to be some kind of thick paper, though it does not have any special spells scribed onto it.
That was close.
It appears it's nothing useful. No, that's not it. There's no doubt this is some kind of clue. I mean, the fact that it was stuck in a place that, no matter how we think about it, is too unnatural. Scrap of thick paper has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. That looks more like fabric to me. Alright, I think that's everything in this section. Okay. I got the candle, I got the soundboard. Thermostat. Looks like the music video's AEC unit. That's right, you might be able to adjust the hot air in the music venue with this. Alright, I shouldn't mess around with this like so. It's running as heater over 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I know why it's so damn hot. I better turn off the heater for now. That should cool things off a little. AC temperature been added to the bullet section of your handbook. There's everything on this side. Yep. Storage room. There's a door that says staff only. Looks like the inside of the storage room. Might as well investigate in here too. Who knows? Mirror. You can see your whole body in the huge, well, probably checking out costume. Mirror this dude, be check your own look. Stickers. Huh. Compared to last time, I feel like there are less stickers than before. Overthinking this? Shelves. There's carpeting wallpaper, And paint on the shelf. It's probably used for storage decoration. This thick black paper that's folded up on the lower shelf. It looks like wallpaper. There are a lot of stickers pasted all over the front sides of this wallpaper and its edge of the wallpaper. It looks torn, but what does this mean? See? I knew it looked more like fabric. A lot of different instruments lined up here to... They don't like they pertain to the case. Alright, let's see what he has to say. Nigito, did you come in here and investigate the storage room too? I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking. Is that it, or is he trying to stand guard here?
Hey.
So how about it? Did you find any clues? The tipped over stepladder on the stage, the duct tape by Hyoko, that probably all came from the storage room. There might be other things from the storage room that they used for the crime. You always pretend to give me hints, but in the end, you're just going to be on the killer side, right? I'm not siding with the killer, you know. I'm just on the side of whoever acts in the name of hope. That's all there is to it. That's the main reason why this case is really special, huh?
Man.
But I can't say for certain, though. What is this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any sense.
Hajime.
By the way, Hajime, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened.
Right?
Hey, if you can explain it to me in detail, I think I'd be able to give you some more useful information. Really, you might end up confusing us again instead. You don't want to find the truth, you just want to make us suffer.
How mean.
That's not true. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well. For the sake of everyone's hope, I'd gladly become the enemy, and I won't even mind when I die. That's the main reason why I can't overlook this case this time. Huh? What does that mean? Regardless, I guess you're not going to tell us, huh? Tell me, huh? Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feeling. Gut feelings.
Hey.
You should come by later too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously the movie theater. After he said that, Nigito walked out of my sight. Movie theater. Why the sudden interest in the movie theater? I guess that's everything important in the storage room. Guess I should go back to the menus menu. Alright. So I've got that, got the stage. I guess it's just talking to everybody. Mikan. Fuyu. If only I'd noticed sooner, Ibuki might be saved. Hey, when did you realize Ibuki was missing? After leaving Nagito's room, I went to the on-call room, and that's when it came to me that I should go check on how everybody in the hospital is doing one more time before I go to sleep. And so I went to the patient rooms and noticed Ibuki was gone. So I quickly ran out of the hospital, so that's what happened. And then I saw Fuyuhiko in front of the hospital, so I asked him if he could help me look for Ibuki. Huh, that reminds me, where were you? I thought you were resting in the lobby. That is a long story. I'm sorry, it's not like I doubt you or anything. There's no way I doubt you, because we've been together since this morning. You're right, we've been together until we went to the on-call room. That's right, we were together until just a little before the morning Monokuma announcement. So, I don't doubt you, I'm telling the truth. Is it alright if I continue with my autopsy? If you talk to me again later, I'll tell you what I know. So please spare my life at least. What happened to not doubting me? Mikan's account has been added to the bullet section of your handbook.
Something like this.
It happened once again. 2 of my cherished friends died at the same time. I can't believe it.
How cruel.
This is the place where Ibuki sang for Fuyuhiko. Hyoko looked like she was having so much fun listening to her music. And now those 2 are no longer here. Ah, such a tragedy. I understand how you feel, but please get a hold of yourself. 2 of our friends were just killed. That's all the more reason why we can't just leave this alone, right?
So just as I thought.
We must do this then for the sake of the 2 who have fallen. Someone who won't annoy me first. Are you okay? Are you still not feeling well? Yeah, I don't really get it, but when I think about Nekomura, it's like my knees start shaking.
That's weird.
That's weird. There's no way. I got that kind of weakness. I'd probably go away if I battled a strong dude, but Nekomura's not here. Nekomura will definitely come back. You're right. They're here.
Damn right.
Hey Hajime, take a look at this. What?
Huh?
Look what's in front of the door. This is a drumstick, right? It looks like it's broken. What happened to it?
Like...
If something like that is in front of the door, you think I might really be a big clue? Why wouldn't this be a
Hey.
clue? You remember when we came to the music venue? If it won't open, the only thing we can do is force our way through. I wonder what's gonna be possible. Of the 4 of us, 2 of us are girls, you know? It doesn't matter if you can do it or not, we have to try. Let's go. We can charge at the same time. Ready, set, go. If you hear a signal, we charge at the door through full force. The door was locked when we tried to go inside, and the 4 of us charged the door. But when I examined it, I found out that this door doesn't have a lock at all. Huh?
I get it.
The door is designed to be pushed open, and this is the shape of the handle. If the stick was used to bar the door, then, well, don't you think it would have locked the door and kept it from opening? You mean you think the drumstick was used to lock the door? The broken drumstick on the floor in front of the door should be proof of that. Then, how was the killer able to get out? Huh? I mean, the music venue doesn't even have windows. This door is the only entrance. If they locked the door from the inside, the killer would have been able to escape
Like-
outside. Maybe the killer was still inside when we broke the door down to the music venue, and they waited until we were already at the scene of the crime to join us.
I get it.
You know, don't they use tricks like that in a lot of mysteries, dramas, and stuff? If that's the case, there might be evidence of that around here somewhere.
Damn it.
Alright, I'm definitely gonna find it. I won't let the killer get away with it. The killer was still inside when we broke the door down the music venue, huh? It's like you said, it might be possible,
I've
but
listened to the whole story.
I heard what you were discussing. Jackie, that was kind of a cool
Well?
entrance. Beside the broken drumstick, we also discovered something interesting. What is it?
See?
Looks like there were a weird blob where the right and left doors touch. See? You're right. What is this? Look, it's too firm to think it's rubber.
Yep.
Yep, it doesn't look like rubber, but as she said that, Jackie bent down and scraped off the semi-transparent glob with her finger. Oh my god, why are you putting it in your mouth? It smells like, workshop chemicals. Workshop. And the chewiness. I see. This thing may be a glob now, but it doesn't mean it was a glob from the start. For instance, it was originally a liquid that hardened into this. It might be possible to apply it directly and smooth in the gaps of the door. What are you talking about? Just as I thought. It tastes nasty. Becky spat the glob out of her mouth and left the area. Besides that bit about taste, it's okay to consider this some kind of clue, right? Semi-transparent glob has been added to the bullet section of your handbook. Alright, with all this, we might go closer to finishing the investigating the music venue, but I still need to talk to Mikan. I need to make sure I get those autopsy results from her. I still have one more person to talk to first. Do you direct your gaze at the brave statue of my 4 dark divas of destruction? Okay, apparently he's done. How about it, Mikan? Found anything by now? To tell you the truth, it's very inconclusive. But it's not my fault. The music venue is just too hot. Because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of death. Because of the heat, is that possible? If a body is overexposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine the precise time of death. I see, that might have been the killer's goal. They covered up the time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the music venue hot. But that's weird.
But...
Even if the heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death? I agree, as long as I saw it, it should be clear what order the murders occurred. First was Ibuki, then Hyoko. And as long as an imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistaking the order of the murders. Huh. Limitation murder?
Huh?
Huh, don't you know, Hajime? I thought everybody already knew.
See?
It's a murder where the killer uses a creative work, like a song or film, as an outline for the killings. It's common in detective novel, mangas, and video games that you start to get annoyed by it. How would an imitation murder be related to this? Well, based on the killing order and the way they were killed, it's clearly an imitation of that movie. That movie.
Good instinct.
The assumption is an imitation murder is the reason why the killer killed 2 people.
Hmm.
The goal was an imitation killer, even so, why did they feel the need to do something like that?
Do you have a minute?
Excuse me, if this was really an imitation of that movie, it's possible that one more person might have been killed.
This, too, must be the will of causality.
It's certainly conceivable if the killer wishes to complete the imitation. Hold on a sec. What are you all talking about? An imitation murder? One more person might have been killed? I was worried that there's gonna be another victim. Then no worries. Things would get out of hand too fast if a bunch of people could be killed all at once. I'm a real cautious fellow, so I prepared a perfect countermeasure. On this killing school trip, the same Blackened can only kill a maximum of 2 people.
Huh?
You mean you've added another rule?
Yep.
Well, if killing everybody at once is okay, Blackened would be able to secure an easy victory, right? This new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains. If it's a maximum of 2 people, then there will not be any more killings. Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? I know I just want to confirm one of the class trial rules. I see. As expected of you, you're very strict about games.
Perhaps.
I don't want to be don't want to consider this a possibility at all. I don't even want to think someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what happens if there are 2 killers? Huh?
So.
Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Hugo were killed by 2 different people. That would mean that the 2 killers exist at the same time. We can only vote for one person, right?
I am concerned.
If we can only choose based on a majority vote, the other person could certainly achieve victory. Yeah, you're right.
See?
So what happens in that case? What about the case where the 3 incidents instead of 2? 4 incidents overlap at one time.
Silence!
It's okay. I'll make extra sure something like that never happens.
Hey.
Meanwhile, 2 killers can't exist at the time, so it's safe to say that it applies to this case too, right?
I don't like this.
Alright, fine. That's right. There's always 1 killer at any given time. Even if they had an accomplice, I'd have you figure out who the mastermind is. Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint, so she made me say it. Gamer brain is not to be underestimated. I should just shut up and go back to my cave. I see, so there's no possibility of 2 killers to exist at the same time. With this, I guess that narrows things down a little. Yep, that makes things a little easier.
Fine.
Plus, if the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people, that means a third victim would be impossible. Imitation murder breakthrough. You guys keep saying that, and it sounds strange to me. What do you guys mean by imitation? Like, really, who they copy? I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, remember to hit like. That way I know you enjoyed the video and the content I'm making. And hit subscribe. That way YouTube brings you back here to see what happens next. And I won't take up any more of your time. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got